Hello YouTube, this is going to be my first video, but I haven't seen too many people talk about this, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to talk about it, just put this up there. If no one watches it, then that's okay, but I wanted to make a video about these diesel engines. This is the red one. It's rated at 6 horsepower, and it's about the size of an 8 horsepower Predator motor, if you know what those look like and all that jazz. So this is how it came, to me at least. I literally just opened it on the floor. Everything looks intact, you know, compression release works. Nothing looks too bented or dented. The exhaust is there, intake is there. Bunch of stickers on it saying don't pull it and don't do whatever. It did come with this neat manual with what looks like an extra piece on there for a mini bike throttle cable for the throttle, a keyway, and a nut and a washer for the back of the axle. Now, of course, I can't read Chinese because I live in New York, and that's I can't do that. But I believe everything I'll need to know is in that manual. So besides that baggie with the manual and some miscellaneous hardware, this thing came, and that was it. So I'll show you the box. Here's the box it came in. There's a bunch of white plastic strips around it, and just 2 chintzy pieces of foam. That's it. 2 chintzy pieces, and that's how it came into my house. Which is quite pathetic because the pull start here dented in. So it's hard to tell, but I'll go down here. You can see the bend running right along where my finger's going here. And that's a little bit disappointing to me because when you try and pull it, here, I'll do the compression. We'll see if we can pull it. I'm sure I can't pull it because it's a diesel with one hand, but I'm sure you heard the chunk noise coming from there. It's getting caught up in there. So I'm going to have to see if I can take the pull start off and bang it back straight. I bought this off of Amazon for about $300 or 250 some, but it was about 300 bucks, and so far out of the box I am pleased with it. It looks real stunning with this nice matte red. The paint feels good. It doesn't feel like it's going to chip off. It almost feels like a powder coat. It doesn't really feel like paint. It seems very durable. I'm hoping some of these silly stickers come off because I don't necessarily want a bunch of stickers I can't even read on it. The exhaust is this. Let me spin the motor. Obviously, I didn't prepare for this, but that shaft looks really nice. Looks clean, no issues there. Tank looks good. Nice rubber hosing. That's a thick piece of rubber. That's good. I will need to put a cutoff switch on it because I don't know if I'm going to want fuel running this thing constantly, but probably won't care. There's the fuel pump. It has 2 symbols on it that say KJ, if that means anything to anyone. What else here? I believe the exhaust, yep, you can point the exhaust wherever you want. If you loosen up this wing nut, it'll spin on you. There's the return line, and there's the injector itself. Now, I believe that is the ventilation, crankcase ventilation. This is the compression release. So you hold it down like that, and it holds the exhaust valve or the intake, I forget which, open so that you can pull the motor over. Now, this motor does not have electric start. This is the 6 horsepower. This isn't the Yanmar clone. Or maybe this is a Yanmar design, but as to my knowledge, there's a bigger version that they call the 8 horsepower or the 10 horsepower. That one does come with electric start. This one is set up just like your regular Predator mini bike. Now, for anyone that's thinking about buying one of these for, you know, a mini bike or a go-kart, or in my case, a little tractor or garden tractor, this is the throttle setup. Now, you can tighten this red nut to set it at a certain RPM, but if you have it loosened, it slides and returns, you know. It's very interesting. Now, this is what gets me excited. It has this on here for what I would call a tractor style throttle cable. You know, the line that goes through a sleeved, almost like spring coiled tube. Now over here, let me set the camera there. That, if you would notice, has a hole in it with a screw on it. That is so that you can tighten it and make it a mini bike style or go-kart or four-wheeler with the braided cable and a rubber housing. That's so you can attach it there. So you 100% could put this on a mini bike and, you know, go and romp with it. The only thing is the shaft looks much bigger than a standard Predator, so I don't have a micrometer here to check it. But if I did have a micrometer, I would check it and tell you that that looks bigger to me. Here, I don't have a tape measure on me right now, which is a bit crappy, but oh well. But if you can tell, here, I'll just for comparison, there's my finger right over top. That's a crappy comparison, but I'm just trying to show it off. Overall, I would give this thing 5 stars. I mean, I haven't run it yet, of course, so that might be subject to change, but it looks very heavy duty. It looks well built. It looks like it'll be perfect for putting on like a Sears or a wheel horse tractor to drive around the lawn and have fun with. Might make it roll coal. We'll have to investigate the fuel system and see if we can do that. But overall, this has been great. I might make another video to update on what Amazon and the seller on Amazon says about getting me a new pull start. If they don't want to give me a new pull start for free and they're going to try and charge me, I will end up taking it off and trying to straighten it out. But at least for the time being, this is very interesting, and I hope this is informative for some of you, because I tried looking up information on these, and there's not a lot on there. Surprisingly, on YouTube, there's not a lot of people messing with these, and the diesels in general. I would love to see more information on these come out to know if they're viable, because, you know, a Predator 6 horsepower gasoline motor from Harbor Freight, that's about $100, and this is about, you know, triple the price. So it's a comparison, a give and a pull to see, will this outperform a 6 horsepower gas? Will it be more reliable? Will it, you know, do everything I need it to do? And I'm sure it will. This nameplate here says that it puts out 3,000 RPM a minute. Well, R/min, but that's RPM. And there's some other stuff I can't read there. And we do have this manual. I would go through it, but it's probably full of stuff I can't read, which is frustrating, but I'm sure Google Translate will help me figure out what this all means. So hopefully this was informative to someone. It is a good overview, I feel at least, of this motor, because even though you can't really always tell what you're getting from online, it's good to be able to at least look up a video and see, oh, okay, this guy likes it, this guy thinks it's good, this guy does that, and you might be able to consider making one, getting one for yourself, or, you know, whatever. So I do hope this was helpful to someone. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Unfortunately, I won't get to play with this because I have to go to work in about half an hour. So this will just sit on the floor over here by a vase. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'd be very interested to see what people think about this. Again, there it is. This is the manual. This is what came with it. This is all I got. So yeah, I will maybe make another video. Maybe I'll detail the project I'm gonna put it into. I haven't found a good frame yet to put it into, so I gotta do some asking around. But anywho, hopefully this was helpful. I'm repeating myself for the 4th time now, but I'll be going. See you later.